Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back to Metaphor Refantazio Blind. I'm your host, Macho Zombie. How are you guys doing today? We are on part 9. I thought, this could be a great opportunity to do the story so far. I mean, we've experienced a lot. We've been through a lot. And I think there's only 12. There's only 12, okay? There's only 12. So, I thought this would be a great opportunity to get the story refreshed in our minds. And see what's going on. A lot has happened between when we first started and now. And I would love to get a refresher, and I'm sure you guys would too, if you guys are following along with the story. This is an excellent story. It's an excellent game. I'm loving it. I'm definitely going to go back and play the Persona series now and the Shin Megami Tensei series. I'm going to play the Atlas games, man. They have got me hooked. We are still going to continue on with our Assassin's Creed journey, though. I'm going to try and get that series done. It's going to take a while. As you guys know, Assassin's Creed 2, it didn't let me get the platinum because he's being a little bitch. So I'm going to start the game all over again in my own time. And definitely I'm going to see if I can get the platinum again, but let's take a refresher. Let's get back to Metaphor Refantazio. This story has been great. So, 1, Death of a King. We know that the king died, okay? And I think Bluey killed him. Their main antagonist of the story, so a boy of lesser known we are part of the Elder tribe. We made our way to the capital. We know that the prince is our friend, and the prince is afflicted by a curse. And we are accompanied by a fairy named Galacta. In the truth, the Lance Prince is not dead, merely sleeping. He was saved from the brink of death, yet by a curse's power he lies in a slumbering false death, kept secret by the Resistance. The Resistance exists to safeguard the prince and carrying on his will. It is they who took us into solitary, boy, and raised him to be a spy. Now he infiltrates the army to deliver their orders. So we went to the fort, right? And we found a dude named Stroll. And he became our friend, our ally in this movement against King Louis. So after the long journey, we approached and we went into the fort. So we got these things called Archetypes. And we met this guy named Grius, and his real name is like Alcis, but they call him Grius for some reason. Grius is his pseudonym, or something like that. Grius's main goal was to assassinate Louis, who cursed the prince. So in order to save the cursed prince, Louis must be assassinated. The party hardens a resolve for a task ahead. In his dreams, the boy meets Moore, a fantasy novelist who's knowledgeable about the mysterious powers of these archetypes. So we get these powers, right? We get these things we can control, these beings, these powerful beings that we can control. We're not sure what the history on the archetypes are, where they came from. I don't think that's been told to us yet, but we do have the power of the archetypes. And then we go to the Nord Mines to make it back to Capital Triad, Castle Triad, whatever it's called, the kingdom within the Ukrainian capital. I forgot what it's called though, but Triads, King Triad, the Triad. So we go through the Nord Mines. So the leader of we joined the army, right? And then this dude is like our captain and everything. He turns out to be fucking evil. and part of Louis's posse. He betrayed all his soldiers, led him to death. So we killed him. So we met his wife and his daughter. His wife's name is Fabine, and his daughter's name is Maria. This is Gria's wife and daughter, okay? Griggs explains his plans to assassinate, like, King Louis and everybody else to his wife and daughter. It doesn't go as planned, though, but, I mean, if you've been following along, we know that. So at the royal funeral, the funeral of the prince, Louis appears bearing the royal flowers and a human corpse. So that corpse, we killed it last episode, right? We killed it last episode. Zorb, I think his name was. Zabron. I can't remember names. I'm so bad at this. He's one of Louis' henchmen, and he brought that corpse back to life, and we killed it. So he names himself king. And as soon as he names himself, say, hey, I'm the king of this kingdom now. The fucking, a big ass fucking rock looking thing, this thing on screen right now, is the king. So when the king died, he had this magic, right? And it says, if I die, I'm coming back as a fucking rock. And I'm going to rise above this kingdom, right? And I'm going to be like, hey, we're going to have the people choose, right? So whoever's more popular among the people is going to be king. And this is going to last weeks upon weeks upon weeks until a king is chosen. The fall. Whoever has the most people's support will be king at the end of something. In the chaos, Grius lunges forward, but the royal magic freezes him in place and Louis kills him. So the reason why... Okay, I figured out the reason why that... Why is chat unavailable? I don't know why chat's not available. That's crazy. Anyways, well, I'll fix that here in a minute. So, the reason why he got frozen before he tried to kill Louis is because he's like, hey, you cannot murder somebody who's trying to be king. That you have to give them all fair chances. And then this dude comes out, he's like, I'm an archmage, he's like raising the dead from the ground. He's like, he's hinting at a day of calamity, which will be the day of when he brings the corpse back and he kills all the people. Ex-royal guard. So we meet this girl named Hulkenberg. She reveals that she was once part of the prince's personal guard, and Grius is actually named is Alsus, and actually was her instructor. Oh, no, the princess's sword instructor. I'm sorry. So trusting the boy is Grius' ally, Hulkenberg opens her aid. So she's part of our party now. And they plan to infiltrate the way of the mausoleum. So we went to the depths and we actually faced Grius. Like, Grius came back and he was like brought back by the necromancer, that dude that we killed in the last episode, and we had to kill Grius because Grius turned evil and shit. He brought him back as an evil fuck, tried to kill us, tried to use Grius against us. And we had to face him and we killed him. And then she came with the knight archetype. So we got a new archetype. And then the necromancer, the Zorba, right? So Zorba's the guy, the main boss we killed in the last episode, besides the human. And the human, oh man, it's so messed up in this world. That's crazy. But he came and idolized. He like was very loyal to Louis. He would even like destroy paintings of him because he was one of his most trusted advisors. and he seeked to claim the royal scepter. And so he got the royal scepter, right? He found it in the royal catacombs, the royal tombs, right? The cathedral. The royal cathedral, I'm sorry. And the fucking dude took it away. The king that rose above the ground, that formed into like the rocks and shit with eyes and everything. Like, he took it away. He said, everybody will have a fair chance. So we infiltrated the cathedral. We killed Zorba, the human, and then the human, like this human that this big ass monstrosity, as you see on the screen now, right? He came to life, and he was gonna go towards the townspeople and kill them all. And we had to stop him, and we did. And then the last thing that we saw, the two top candidates seemed to be Lewis, and there's another guy. I think he's like the next boss we're gonna have to kill. His name is Forden, and he is the leader of the Sanctus Church. And the church is preparing a formal announcement, filling people with anxiety and anticipation as they wait. And that's when we left. That's where we left off, man. It's been a pretty good story so far, and I think this is a good time to refresh everybody's memory of what's going on, get everybody on the same page, where we're leaving off. This game has been like a life sim and a turn-based RPG and strategy game. You have to strategize. You have to have the right archetypes, I'm seeing now, and everything else. And I guess this is what part 9 is gonna be. I mean, I may just like stop and do like a story refresher, like I just did. I don't know why my chat's not working, by the way, but this is a story so far. It's been really good. It's like politics, war, religion, races, everything is so, that's what it is. So, when we come back for part 9, we are going to leave off after we've seen the gathering of the society, the gathering of the leaders of the Sanctus Church. Man, they're just like, hey, why don't we just tell the people to pick this dude? And it's like, you cannot interrupt free will, you know, because that's not a rule. That's not the way the king would have it. The people wouldn't go for it because they trust in this king that popped above the ground in a big ass rock and saying, hey, y'all gonna choose the next people. Whoever y'all like best, that's who y'all's choosing. Okay, that's the best way I can explain this whole story so far. I hope y'all are getting that. I hope you're enjoying it. But anyways, I'm out of here.